Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. As we watch the news, so much is happening, not only in America, but it is happening all around the world. We can clearly see it is getting ready for a global anarchy. But this is required. Chaos, reaction, and then the solution. Solution is to bring in the New World Order's agenda. One world government, one world currency, and one world religion. However, today I want to share something very different with you. Is chicken clean or unclean? I know there have been many videos done on this subject, and many will say chicken is clean, including the Jews of today. But please listen to the end of the video. It's not very long, and then you can decide for yourself if chicken is clean or unclean. Okay, so let me begin. Being aware that Satan, according to Revelations 12, verse 9, deceives the whole world, and in Matthew chapter 24, verse 24 states that through his false prophets, even the elect will be deceived. So we who follow the dietary instructions in the scriptures have long ago given up any pork products. However, we supplemented our human desire for taste by eating chicken rashers instead of bacon and chicken Viennas. Naturally, our deep freezer has chicken portions waiting to be consumed. A few days ago, a dear committed Messianic believer said she was coming under conviction that chicken products were unclean. And how did we feel? And would we do some research? It is wonderful that the Ruach HaKodesh unites us, and we felt immediately convinced that this was another ploy of the enemy to accuse the believers. Pork and chicken rashers, pork and chicken in general, are the cheapest meat, and both deteriorate very quickly if kept too long. Linked to them are epidemics called swine flu and avian flu. Oh, the weakness of us humans, and how we need our Messiah as our advocate before the Heavenly Father, Yahuwah. So, we researched it. Where in the scriptures do we find the words chicken and cocks? In the New Covenant, the word hen appears in Matthew 23, verse 37, and Luke 13, 34. In Matthew 23:37 in the King James Version, we read, O Jerusalem, thou hast killest the prophets, and stonest them which are sent unto thee. How often would I have gathered thy children together, even as a hen gathers her chickens under her wings, and ye would not. However, this verse in the interlinear Bible, this word is bird and not hen. In the Strong's Concordance, the word bird is number 3733, which is ornis, Greek, and the word is a bird. It's not a hen. And these are the only two places where the word chicken is written in the scriptures, but should be written bird. Cock crows. Peter denies our Messiah 3 times before the rooster, cock or cockerel, crows twice. In John 18, 13-27, Matthew 26, 34, and Mark 14, 30. In Strong's Concordance, G2-0, a cock or male fowl. And today, Christians will still place a rooster on the church's steeple, yet very fitting as they do deny our Messiah, Yahusha. So where do we place a chicken? Is it a bird, or does it fall under the animals that creep, walk? Leviticus 11:13. And these are they which shall have an abomination among the fowls. H 5775. These are listed and are all scavengers and meat eaters. In the King James Version explanation commentary, for fowls is they are flying things. Chickens, when threatened, can fly a short distance and not very high. In Exodus 16:13, and it came to pass that At even the quails came up and covered the camp, and in the morning the dew lay around about the host. Quails follow a vegetarian diet, and they do not eat meat, fly up to speeds of 64 kilometers per hour. In Leviticus 1:14, and if their burnt sacrifice for his offerings to the Lord be of fowls, H775, then he shall bring his offering of turtle doves or of young pigeons. They both are herbivores, and both can fly. In the Strong's Concordance, fowls is H5775, oaf is a bird, as covered with feathers, or rather a covering of wings. But the most important is it refers collectively as a bird that flies, a flying fowl. In Genesis 7:2-5 in the Interlinear Bible, we read, and take of the fowl from the heavens by sevens, male and female, to keep seed on the face of the earth. Their diet contains seeds, and their droppings propagate the fruits, etc. No mention of chickens, only birds, clean animals from the heavens, which means they fly and eat seeds. The word fowl here is also 5775 in the Strong's Concordance. In Strong's Concordance, fowl is H5775, oaf. Oaf is a bird, as covered with feathers, or rather as a covering of wings. But the most important is it refers collectively as a bird that flies, a flying fowl. So where and when do chickens enter the picture? In this dictionary, we're using Smith's Bible Dictionary, cock. Cock we find in Matthew 26:34, in Mark 13:35 and 14:30. The domestic cock and hen were early known to the ancient Greeks and Romans, and as no mention is made in the Old Testament of these birds, and no figures of them occur on the Egyptian monuments, they probably came into Judea with the Romans, who, as is well known, prized these birds both as articles of food and for cockfighting. Where did the Romans and Greeks get the birds and the chickens from? From Asia, and they are hybrids. Following these two pagan invasive nations came pig eating, chickens, and all their demon festivals. Facts about chickens. Chickens are omnivores. They eat meat and grains. Chickens are cannibals. Chickens are also carrions, eat dead or living meat, also eat meat that has already been slightly spoiled. The chickens in the wild could fly, but really only a few meters above the ground and a few meters in distance. Chickens lay their eggs on the ground just like an ostrich and a penguin. Chickens are aggressive, and they will attack and fight each other. Chickens will attack their young chicks without hesitation, and I saw this with my own eyes. When Jerry lived on a small holding, he witnessed on several occasions chickens attacking a live snake, killing and eating it. Raw meat and bones that left out for the dog would also attract them. On the small holding where we are living now, we saw a chicken catch and eat a rat. Cannot believe how blinded we have been. We have sold and given all our chickens and roosters away. Done with all of them. Absolutely done. If you think that we just start again. If we think about it, all the clean animals we can eat, like the lamb, beef, quails, kudu, springbok, etc., they only eat grass or seeds. They are all herbivores. And now we, the Muslims and the Chinese, Jews, Christians all over, eat chicken, including the eggs, which are omnivores and cannibals. Pretty disgusting, don't you think? Do you still think they are clean, or have we all just been deceived? This clearly tells us that the chickens are totally unclean. And there you have it. You can decide what you choose to eat. Totally up to you. Hopefully my video has made sense to you, and I would really appreciate it if you would please like it and share it. Till next time, Yah willing. Shalom.